Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Flying and Eating. Today, let's go somewhere and do something, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey guys, it's Adam here. In the last few episodes of Flying and Eating, we went out to the US Pacific territories of the CNMI and Guam. Then we went up to Nagoya, Japan. From there, over to Yokohama, and that's where we are now. Let the Japanese adventures begin.
Ohayou gozaimasu. It's, I'm not even going to attempt on days anymore, but I guess day-wise, it's kind of my first day back in Yokohama, if you don't include last night. And here we are back in Chinatown, and back at the Hotel Live Max, and this should all look very familiar. It's the exact same area. I swear this was not intentional. I was supposed to be in a hotel like a few blocks down, like I said last night, and then they just kind of, they were like, oh, that one's closed. You stay in this one. So right now the plan is I'm going to just go over to 7-Eleven, grab a coffee. Then we're going to head out to Yokohama Station and meet up with Sunshine, and we're going to go exploring. Oh, Japan, you never cease to amaze. We have another version of Guaranha. If you guys missed it before, this is a Brazilian type of drink that I've had many times out in Seattle, funny enough. And last time I was in Japan, I found a random one made by Japan, and here's a completely different brand. Yep, we're gonna try this. I could be wrong, but I think this is Guaranha with alcohol mixed in. Again, I'm not sure because I can't really read it. I can just read Guaranha, but wow, okay, that's kind of cool. So this is just a small sample, but obviously these Pretz things are very big here. But you'll have a whole bunch of flavors we don't typically get. That one, I think it's Wagyu beef. It looks interesting. Yet another reminder, do remember that in Japan, in the majority of Japan, you stand on the left on an escalator, and if you want to walk, you stand on the right. The only area where this is always different is Osaka. It's flipped there, and sometimes in the in-between zones between Osaka and here, notably Nagoya, some people will just do both. So keep that in mind when you go to these places. Try to be respectful. Currently, there are two versions of the 500 yen coin. This is the old one, this is the new one. It's got like a silver bit in the middle there. This one, the newer one, at the moment is annoyingly useless. So the vending machines, the train machines, all that stuff, none of them have been updated to take this. In fact, a lot of them will have a sticker on them just saying we only take this one, not this one. No doubt because the machines were not designed for this particular coin. I mean, I get the logic of it, but it's a little weird you would roll out the coin before anything that could use it. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Like, obviously stores and things will take this. They just, no machine will. So, this may not matter by the time you see this. I don't know how long it's going to take Japan to roll out the whole thing, but at the moment, it's an annoyance. Just a quick reminder about Japan's tax-free shopping. If you are a tourist, you don't necessarily have to pay sales tax on a lot of things. What you want to do is look for this logo. Typically, anytime you spend above 5,000 yen, you give them your passport, they do some paperwork, etc., and then you just don't pay the sales tax, which is 10%. It varies from place to place, but typically that's how it works. So we found the U.S. Embassy, Starbucks, and this is kind of cool. They have an origami set of coffee. That's neat. Just a reminder, as it's not really a joke, if you ever find Starbucks, even if you don't drink coffee, Starbucks here is always cool because free Wi-Fi, free water, you charge your phone, all that sort of stuff. Ah, here we go. The next crazy drink. Starts on January 18th. I'm gonna be getting this. The fondant au chocolat. It's French blended frappuccino cream and the almond milk version. That'll happen. Just a reminder, so we had, you know, Starbucks coffee, it comes with things, garbage and all that stuff. You can of course take that stuff with you. With good luck to you finding a trash can around here. So in Japan, my understanding of what happened is trash, you have to actually pay for it. So like if you have a garbage can or whatever, not you as the individual, but like any place that has a trash can has to pay for the service of having it taken away. So the heavier the trash is, the more they gotta pay. Hence, no public trash cans anywhere. Did you notice that? No public trash cans. They're very, very rare. But as a stupid baka gaijin, all we gotta do is go to a convenience store and throw stuff away. We don't understand. Kore ni shimasu. This one, this is the one. Kore kudasai. We're at Heart Off, everybody. We're in obscure as hell Heart Off. The effort we went through to get to this was pretty impressive. We had to walk up some old steps and stones, and I think we almost died. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Here we go. We got all the game consoles and stuff that are bundled up here. At least from this perspective, not too much interesting. There is a PC Engine there. It's not too bad. Sunshine might get that. We'll see. But a lot of standard stuff. That Knights box is kind of nice. But comes with a controller and stuff for the Saturn. we'll see. There's more to look at. So here's something I wasn't expecting to find. VHDs. That's a very obscure video format. We got a few random movies on it, like Gone with the Wind. But see, each like cassette thing has different segments of the movie. The one that kind of caught my attention here is they actually have the very terrible Supergirl movie on VHD. All right, so that's a VHD. This is the Supergirl one specifically, and it kind of loads like a caddy system. You just kind of slide it in, and then it plays like a chunk of the movie. Horrible video quality, but I don't think I've ever actually seen VHDs in person. That's kind of cool. Useless, but cool. So we just came out of this one. We did okay. It wasn't the best hard off, but we both got stuff, so you can't really deny that. Wasn't that, we just kind of got like C tier stuff, but we got stuff. That's what matters. Okay, Joseph, if you're watching, yeah, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for my service, Adam.
I did. We found the car you need to buy. Look at this. It's a hard-off mobile. Just wanted to stop for a second and just kind of admire that we've got an orange tree here in January in the winter in Japan. So we're gonna go to a cash-based Indian restaurant, which I usually don't do, but this place got rave reviews, it sounds awesome. And the ATM back there, if you guys saw the previous videos, I solved my ATM card problem. I had that updated up in between trips, and so I just did it. It works great.
So we've sat down for a nice lunch, breakfast-ish type of thing. I don't know what we're doing. Indian food. Yeah, it's lunch. But so Indian food in Japan is usually very, very good. The only two places I've ever been where it's better is Vancouver, Canada specifically, just Vancouver, not the rest of Canada, and like all of the UK. That's a totally different thing. But neither of us have been here before. This place smells amazing. Everybody raves online about the butter chicken, so that's what we're doing. It's the definitive white people one, but we're still doing it. That's fine. We got some cheese naan, you got garlic naan, and saffron rice. So see how this goes. So our food has arrived. I got my rice, my butter chicken, and my cheese naan, which is all cut up. Looks like quesadillas. You got this like jumbo garlic thing going on there. That looks cool. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, we got the same stuff. So this is a me thing. It's not something everybody has to do, but I make like little Indian tacos. Basically, I take the quesadilla of the naan, which is basically a quesadilla at this point, and you add some of the spices and stuff from the butter chicken. You put some rice in there. Boom. Nice little Indian taco. Oh, this is kind of cool, by the way. They gave us lassi. So you got a mango lassi, and I got a sweet lassi. It turns out it was cheaper to have those with it than without it. So we just came out of Turanga Spice, which I just told him remind me of Futurama, Turanga Lila. It was really good. Cool thing, a lot of Indian places here, again, because of India's history, a lot of them speak English, which is nice. This one did not accept credit cards, so we actually went to the ATM, we got cash, it's all good there. Food was really good. And we learned this the other day, and this guy actually kind of doubled down on it, which was spiciness. It's not really a thing here. The Japanese don't like spicy stuff, so he says by default they overload on the cream, and that's how they cater to Japanese taste. But he's like, do you guys want spicy stuff? And we're like, sure. So he comes out with this bowl of just spice. And then this dude, he's just plowing it in there, and he's like, yes! And I'm like, dude, I'm still white. I'll put some, but it's not going all the way. No, that was really good. It's clearly off the beaten path, kind of hard to get to, but Indian food in Japan is really a pretty solid experience, I think. What did you think?
Oh yeah, it was great. A lot of cream, a lot of spice. So.
Yeah. Well, you had a lot of spice.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I put that there.
He straight up said, he's like, the problem is once we put spicy in there, you can't remove it. But the thing is, he's like, a lot of kids come here. Japanese kids are so picky. Like, he's like, well, you know, they order a thing, everybody put spice in there, they just cry and run away. And it's like, nope, all right. We are at Hard Off number 2. This one also has an off house, which is like where you buy like lawn chairs and stuff. And then there's Book Off, which is a nice little bonus because we do love our book offs. So check this out. They've got PSVRs in the junk section now. That's something. Wii's for 200 yen. Xbox 360s for like 800 yen. Wii U's. This is the Japanese PSX. That's exclusive to Japan. They're built like crap. I have one of these. They never work. It's 5,000 yen. So we just came out of that Hard Off. That was a weird one. It's like it combined a few different stores together. They had like point cards for Book Off, which were separated from Hard Off. But I don't know. It was no tax free, unfortunately, in that one. We've been striking out on that, by the way. Every store we've gone to so far, it's like, oh no, tax is a thing here. And I think it's just a sign of like, honestly, we're not really in the city anymore. We're like way outside of it where gaijin don't usually go. So that kind of makes some sense. We both got stuff. Can't complain. And fortunately, we only got small things, so it's not heavy and horrible to walk around with, which is always nice.
Yep. Now we get the heavy. So fun fact, Big Boy is still a thing here, like the chain from Austin Powers. There's a few of those in the US, but they actually have just a handful of spots throughout Japan, and you're seeing one right now. Live it up. Tom Hanks is huge here. Yeah, this is a movie promotional tie-in thing, and it survived. It's kind of like Bubba Gump shrimp. Yeah, except here they got big. Fun fact, in Japan the cantaloupes can fly. I am genuinely trying to figure out what this is. Cassette gas, my bomb. I have no guesses. I mean, it's next to like this. Do you guys remember possibly in the previous series when I went to a Jonathan's and we had the hamburger steak, like all the Denny's and all those type of Americana chains do that? It looks like this. Here, Heinz, which is of course an American company, actually sells like the sauce specifically. They call it ketchup, but it's really not. It's just like basically hamburger steak sauce-ish. And then they have it two different versions, it looks like. The bottle and the packet. This is a very common thing the Japanese think Americans eat all the time, which most of you have probably never even seen. Where's Waldo is oddly popular here still, and it's funny, he's even got his own candy of umbrellas or something. I don't know what the hell this is. So this got my attention for obvious reasons. American flag, it's freedom. First of all, these marshmallows, by the way, are gigantic. Even on the American scale, I've never seen them look like this. They're called Rocky Mountain Mega Marshmallows, made in USA, a true American tradition. As us Americans, we don't really seem to recognize this, so I just want to point that out there. So here's the funny thing about that. Rocky Mountains would imply like Denver, you know, right? This is probably where it came from. It says it's made in USA. If you look on the back, it actually says they were distributed out of Santiago, Chile, but it actually does have a corporate address of where it was produced. Elk Grove Village, Illinois. This is right in my area. Like, I know where that is. So this is weird. This means it was made in Elk Grove, basically Chicago. For some reason, shipped down to Bogota. It says it right there, Bogota, Colombia, and there's Santiago, Chile. It was shipped to one or the other. Oh, and I guess there's also an El Salvador version. Then from there, shipped off to Japan and ended up in this store right here. Why? I don't know. That's globalization. Here's a prime example of weird things American companies do overseas. So like here's the Hershey's Sweet Milk Chocolate Eclair. They make a Hershey's brand eclair as well as a chocolate cream puff. And what did you just say? Why don't we have this in the States?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds good.
It does sound good, but we don't get it. There's Hershey's donuts here too. I don't get why none of these come over. Maybe it's because Hershey sucks. I like trying new things, but this might be a tad extreme if this is how I read it. A drink made of butter and milk only. That sounds like a bit much. So this is a little bit of a throwback to the Atlanta video. But you guys notice the land of the rising sun doesn't have much sun. There might be a reason for that. In case this joke is completely missed on you, his name is Sunshine, at least in my Discord. And we consider him the actual Earth's sun. This is his corporeal form. And you'll notice, this is not planned, but every single time he's in a video, it is dark, it is gloomy, and it is depressing and possibly raining. And I don't think it's a coincidence anymore at this point.
What do you think they call it, Sunshine?
I don't know. I always just thought it was a joke. It was just a name. But apparently, you actually control weather. And right now, you're doing a very bad job of it. So I found something that's kind of quintessentially adorable. So it's supposed to be a Buzz Lightyear hand, right? But first of all, Sega made it, which is kind of funny. But I also just thought of it as like the Disney Infinity Gauntlet, except Disney also owns Marvel, so this... Check this out, guys. Titanic. It got a PC game in Japan. I have no idea what you actually do in this. So we're wandering around, and we see some toys. They had a United Airlines pack here. I think that's cool. It's the old livery. This isn't that interesting. And Sunshine here really went up to me.
Yeah, I found the Star Wars ANA plane. I literally came into Japan on this jet.
That exact aircraft. So the thing is, guys, they only made 3, but there's only one R2 design. So literally this exact plane in reality. That's kind of, I mean, if it wasn't 5,500 yen, I'd say you kind of need to own that just because that's cool. All right, so I'm now back at my train station. It has been a long day. Sunshine went back to his hotel. I'm going back and I'm going to sleep. Ohayou gozaimasu. It's day who knows, and what we're gonna do, today's plan, we're gonna go out and get some food right now. Then I'm gonna head into town, into Yokohama station, meet up with Sunshine. We're gonna do a little bit of video game hunting. Then we're all going into Shinjuku.
Now, he's never been down there, so we'll show him a couple of sites, Godzilla Tower and all that sort of stuff. We'll do a little more game hunting down there, and then there's going to be a big gaijin meetup tonight. A bunch of familiar faces from the other Japanese videos you guys have possibly seen, and we'll all get dinner, and we're going to get some actual Japanese food. Last time we had that really terrible pizza. We're going to try a different spin on that. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This restaurant actually advertises you can bring your dog in, and they even will serve food to dogs and stuff. That's pretty cool. Bonus points for Japan on that one. Yeah, it was pretty obvious where we were gonna end up. Kura Sushi. Love this place. As I've told you guys in other videos, it's a chain throughout Japan. It's a conveyor belt or rotary or train sushi. And I love this place. It's basically McDonald's to the locals, but I think it's an unbelievable sushi place. Granted, there's definitely better ones, but this is also very cheap. Every plate's like 80 cents a plate equivalency currently. So you see a machine back there. I'm gonna go in, fill that out. It basically says like you want to dine in, and there's just one of you, etc. It's pretty simple to follow. So it's very early here. They just opened, so I'm the first person in here. But as you can see, sushi just goes along, and you just kind of pick out the one you want, put it down there, and at the end you put the little plate in there, and it charges based on a plate. You can win capsule toys. I've done whole videos on this. This is just a highlight. I'm gonna go enjoy my food now. Just came out of there, Kura Sushi, great as always, but you know, fast food sushi basically. But for us, on my American scale, fantastic, and so cheap. It's great. All that stuff is like 15 bucks. Good deal. Anyway, now I'm heading back to the hotel, grab some stuff, and then head out to Yokohama Station. So we're now inside Suragaya Specialty Shop. All this little PS4 stuff, PlayStation stuff. Let's do a quick little tour here. Sunshine's over here somewhere, if I can find him. There he is. Say hi, everybody.
Hey,
There's Sunshine from earlier. You find anything good? I know you did. We put it away. But right now he's looking at DS, and just a lot of games. We nerds, we like our video games. So we have some of the expensive glass case stuff. As you can see over here, we got Mega Drives and PS1 rarities and Super Famicom, assorted games down there. Lots of cool stuff. F-Zero Climax, completely exclusive to Japan. Japanese Ghostbusters back there. Yeah, that's a cool set. Metal Slug. Yep, lots and lots of great stuff out here. All right, so we got some stuff. The way this particular store works is that the tax-free shopping is done in such a manner where you pay the tax in advance, and then you go to a special refund area and they give you the tax back in cash. So that's what we're gonna go do right now, which is useful because what can we do with the cash?
Trains.
Yeah, what do we do with the trains?
Go to more hard ups.
There you go. So we just came out of a Lawson, and I kind of talked him. I bullied him into this. This is bottled water that tastes like orange. You already tried it. What'd you think of that?
It's strongly orange. Like,
right?
I think it would just be a hint of orange.
No, it almost tastes almost like an orange juice, but it's water. It's a little strange. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. Honestly, this thing tastes more like orange juice than American orange juice.
Doesn't surprise me at all, dude. This is almost as bad as saying pizza pickle. This is an atrocity. I realize some people like olives and they do put it on pizza, but you're all objectively incorrect. Plus, look at Japan. They're putting crabs on the pizza. Come on, you don't eat pizza here. You just don't do it. I got news for you. That's not actually New York style. Actually, to be honest, this is kind of a fascinating point. See? Japanese style, supposedly American style, which totally is not, because it's not even really a thing. Italian style, which it's totally not. And standard, which what does that mean? No, just there's so much wrong. We are now at our second Suragaya specialty shop for the day. This one's in Shinjuku near the Godzilla stuff. This one, of course, tax-free shopping. So we've already put a couple of things in our basket down there, which I didn't really show. There it is. You got that. Whole lot of stuff in here for us to enjoy. We have add-ons for the Genesis Mini 1, the Genesis Mini 2. I didn't even know there was a PC Engine Core Graphics Mini. I know there was the normal one, but that one's a different version. That's weird. I didn't know that existed. Down there we actually have a FrameMeister. That's kind of cool. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. The skeleton black Xbox is still here. Lots of various things out here. I love me some video games. There's your Pokemon N64, the N64 fishing rod. Oi, mate, look at that. We got Australia, the video game there. So we're downtown paying homage, respect, not to the Blue Devil to the next of him, but the King of the Monsters, the G-Man there. I'm sorry, Avatar 2 really just wasn't that interesting. I'll take a Godzilla movie any day over that. You excited to be here? This is your first time down here. What do you think?
Yeah, very much downtown Tokyo, kind of Las Vegas.
It really is, right? It's like
overload of every kind of possible entertainment. Back there, there is not just a cat cafe, a 3D cat cafe. 3D cats. That's a thing. You saw it. So check it out. You got the real Godzilla, and check it out. We got Godzilla 98 right there. Yeah, that's him looking up at his far superior Japanese interpretation. Just a little update while I've got the G-Man here. So last time I was here, I was talking about how I think there's a restaurant up there. Turns out there is, but we can't go to it. You have to see how it says hotel. You have to be staying in that hotel specifically, and then once you do that, you can like make a reservation to stay at the, attend the restaurant. It's like a whole process, and I'm told it's not very good. It's pure novelty. It's like going to those cat cafes. It's just novelty. Terrible food. You see how you can still see Godzilla's fingers? Just down here, for those of you who are into peeping shows, as they call it. Yep, that's a thing. Go nuts. Church of God, the Sun Lounge, Maid Cafe, all in the same location. This is the Japanese end of the universe. I ain't afraid of no double dip. I appreciate Japan for being up there with the stereotype. Just people singing in the street. I don't know if that's J-pop, technically. Idol group. Okay, it's an idol J-pop group just performing here in the middle of Shinjuku. There you go, everybody. Hopefully I didn't get a content ID strike. So when you're walking around an area like this, I might have talked about this before, I don't really remember. A lot of times you'll see people just kind of standing there handing things out. Usually what they're handing out is this. This is little tissues. They always have a little ad on them for something. Feel free to take them, just blow your nose, whatever. It's free tissues. It's a very common thing they give away here. You will notice if you're gaijin though, a lot of the time they will kind of ignore you, because the whole point is they're trying to give you something that has an ad to a product they hope you buy, but they also assume you can't read it and don't understand it, and you're just taking free tissues, which, to be fair, they're totally right. I'm not buying this. So homie here got some pistachio ice cream. All right, little ice cream ball there. All right. What are we thinking here?
It's not very creamy. It's mostly just ice.
The look on your face is, this is not good.
Yeah, it's not great.
So as you know, people ask me all the time, what is it with you and pizza? Like, how come you're such a jerk about pizza? Why will you only eat it in certain places? I don't know, because maybe parts of the world think this is pizza. Maybe that's why, guys. That is not pizza. No. So homie here also got some strawberry KitKat bites. What do you think of these?
Not bad.
I tried one, I liked it. Yeah, I mean, they're strawberry. They do taste like strawberry, you can't deny that. Chemical strawberry, but not bad. You could do worse. They have done worse. They make wasabi KitKats. You do know that.
Oh, God.
That's a thing. You can get that at the airport on your way out.
I don't hate myself that much.
So it's dinner time, and we got a recurring character back. Look at this. Hey. Our friendly, our maple Canadian brother who lives in Japan. So what are we doing? Where are we at?
We're having Japanese okonomiyaki.
Now this is like Japanese pizza, right?
No, not at all.
No.
And this is the Hiroshima style one. That means there's yakisoba inside of it.
Oh, so what else is in it?
Let's see here. We got shrimp, squid, scallops, squid tempura, green onions, eggs. Yeah.
So I'm not super familiar. What's the name of the basic dish?
Okonomiyaki.
Okay, so it's like just like a flat type of thing that like almost looks like a pizza, jokingly, almost like a Japanese pizza as a huge joke.
Round.
Yes,
that's the only thing.
It shares the disc shape. Okay, all right. So you excited to have this?
Yeah, great to have Japanese pancakes.
Yeah. Oh, there. It's probably a better description, right?
Yeah, it's probably a better description because it's got cabbage and batter in it as well.
Right on. Yeah, I've never had it before. I've heard about it many times, just never actually did it. So
no, it's pretty good. Just the one thing to point out is mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, ask them no mayonnaise because if you don't, they will destroy it with mayonnaise.
It's bizarre to find a Canadian that doesn't like mayonnaise. Like that's like law there. Yeah. To be fair, your reaction to mayos is like how I respond to pickles. So I understand. I understand.
I get it.
So, if you guys remember, Aldo over here, that's still him. He hasn't gone anywhere yet. So if you guys remember this about him, what did I give you, got for you, last time we were together?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I did. I got him Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Now, when I was down in Guam, which of course is America, I had the option to get him more Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Sure did.
And he basically told me to F myself. He said he didn't want any. No, he was nice about it, but but he said he didn't want it. But I found a loophole.
Oh yes. Look what's happening here. I'm not allowed to get him Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, but he didn't say about Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn.
I'm at a loss for words. Except for Guam has everything.
Yeah, look at that.
Thank you very much.
Joey Tashimasu. I have no idea if it's any good. It might be terrible. I have no clue. But if anything, it'll just be interesting.
Dust glaze. Yeah, definitely.
Dude, they actually sell Cinnamon Toast Crunch like powder as a shake now. Like in the US, you can just go into like the spice aisle and it's just there. All right, our food has arrived. As you can see, we got the exact same thing. What did we get exactly?
Hiroshima style?
Yeah, Hiroshima style okonomiyaki.
Appreciate it, because I can't possibly pronounce that.
Yakisoba, a bunch of seafood, green onions, batter, and mayonnaise.
And what about
distorted mayonnaise?
What's happening here?
Same thing. Hiroshima okonomiyaki, except for this one is instead of seafood, it's got pork inside.
Yours looks like it has noodles. Does mine have noodles?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Right
I can't see it from this angle.
Everyone's has noodles.
Okay, good to know.
That's the yakisoba.
All right. Well, I have
Syrup.
Oh, okay, good. Oh yeah, you got maple syrup over here for this guy. No, I gotta wait. I suffer from Nikojita, so I must wait. Ah, see, he's like, you learned a word. Yeah, I learned a word.
Someone has cat's tongue.
Yeah, there it is. He knows.
The sauce for it, I'm not sure what's in it, but it's sauce. It says okonomiyaki sauce.
All right, pour it on, boy.
No, I'm good. Looks like it already has it.
Oh yeah, you look like you got it. I think it does, actually.
In case you want more.
Ah. Just to give you a better sense of what's in it, a lot of seafood, as we've talked about, noodles, eggs, basically. It's just kind of almost like a, as a stupid way of describing it, but almost like a Japanese omelet that's like huge. It's really good. I really like it, and I like the sauce too. So we've all finished. I thought it was really good. I think I would have preferred if it was pork based as opposed to seafood based. It was still very good. I think that sauce is really good stuff. Yeah, Japanese omelet. What do you guys think?
Oh, I enjoyed it a lot, especially without mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was really good when it was warm, nice and warm right up off the grill there.
Yeah, these things are really hot, so just, don't touch that. And they warned us about that, but I think it was pretty good. It does get cold surprisingly fast, though. Yeah. Would you recommend this place?
Oh yeah, definitely. So in Shinjuku, Hiroshima, okonomiyaki, Ichiban. Name of the restaurant, Ichiban.
Well, I thought he was just saying it's number one, okonomiyaki, but I guess, okay, fine, that works two ways, doesn't it? So we actually found the rarest thing in Japan, a closed convenience store. I'm pretty sure this is illegal. I don't even think you can close a convenience store in Japan. Wow. And we actually wanted to go here too. This is not very convenient, I'll tell you that. I question what Mark is, or what Mark isn't. All I know is that he is. That's the one thing this building has given me confirmation of. Just a refresher, Guarana is basically like a Brazilian soda, kind of based off those little red fruits there. I've never had the actual fruit. I've had some of the Brazilian versions in various places, and of course in Portugal as well. Last time I was here, there was a different Japanese one that I tried. It was pretty good, but it tasted more like a root beer than a Guarana. It almost smells like grape soda. It tastes like grape soda. And then on the back end, I can only describe this as like grape soda in the front and like almost like root beer on the back end. I'm not a big fan. It tastes kind of like grape soda, root beer, and perfume. Like have all been merged into a thing. They merged to form Guarana. It's like a weird transformer.
And that'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned to part 10, in which we will continue to do more shopping and adventuring and all sorts of food. You know, Japanese stuff, of course. So in the meantime, if you guys could like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't done that already, as well as go in the description and hit me up on social media stuff. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, etc. Follow me all over there. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.